Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me. And before we start this chapter, I want to say thank you all for being a part of this incredibly strange journey. Going back through something that I haven't read in a very long time, and oh god, it's just as strange as I remember it. Possibly even more so. This has been an interesting journey, and I'm just glad that you were all a part of it. This is the final chapter. This is the end. So without further ado, Chapter 25. Summer.
Now I am here, in Cream's room, and here you are, Shadow,
said Tails to Shadow, who were both standing there.
Do not be alarmed.
What? I don't know what to say, said Shadows to Tails, with a big worried face, like a coconut with those 3 holes like a bowling ball.
No, it is okay. You are doing exactly what I knew you would be doing, and I understand why,
said Tails in a cool and not angry way to Shadow, responding.
You are here to get what Cream has, and that is the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, which is what is in your hand,
said Tails, being smart. He was right. Shadow was holding the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, and it was in Cream's room, in a ring.
Oh,
shouted Shadow. Usually I am the one with the brain behind doing a crime, but please explain to me how you knew all this.
Well,
said Tails loudly, like a rock star.
It all started when Amy and Rouge got locked away in the detention zone.
Tails then sat on the windowsill. WINDOWSEL, one word, windowsill, and explained the whole thing. That was how Amy's bracelet ended up in Cream's vagina, and why Cream has the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, and why Sonic did not come back to life when Shadow tried to use them.
Amy and Rouge were in detention, and Cream wanted to help them before they turned into starving women whose reproduction systems died because they did not have enough nutrition to create a child ever again.
The fuck?
So Cream decided to be a good friend, like I always have been to Sonic, and she went and broke into your, Shadow's, room to steal a lockpick, and she knew you would have a lockpick because you were always saying about how you do crimes in the city environs. So Cream went and broke into your room and stole a lockpick. When she was there, she also saw the Ultra Chaos Emeralds and took the white one because it looked like riches.
Wow, she is a stealing bitch, screamed Shadow to Tails' listening body. What is wrong with this succubus? Shadow stomped his feet and bothered to put his penis back now that it was small from listening to Tails and not having pretend crime rescue sex with Cream.
The fuck? Just wait and listen.
Oh no.
Nips. What the fuck?
Said Tails to Shadow, still a little mad that Shadow for being the asshole at Sonic's funeral, but mostly forgiving him now for doing this.
Then what happened was Cream, as a halls monitor, was able to go into the detention room because she had the power as an inside agent. She had put the lockpick way up her vagina as a hiding spot. Because who's gonna look there even if a burglar comes to take her carried goods? What? She went over to Amy in a sneaking way and moving her mouth without saying the words, by not making a sound, but still making it look like she was talking, and not saying them in her head either, because she was still doing it with her mouth so you could see, and told Amy to reach up into her vagina,
as one does.
Cream's vagina was so small and junior at the time because she was not in love. Okay. So when Amy stuck her hand up into Cream's vagina, her bracelet got stuck, and there it stayed, up there. She could not get the lockpick anyway, because Cream's vagina was like a pencil case full of peanut butter. What the fuck? It was too hard and small to get up, but it was good at holding things, like Spider-Man? See, we got a question mark? What the fuck is this? So Amy's bracelet was there, and Cream had to leave before she became the biggest suspect ever. And Amy did not notice her bracelet was gone because she was hungry and needing soda. So she put a new one on when she got home. Anyway, it was like she did not notice. And when Sonic died, Cream was wearing the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, so it did not work because the jewels have to be touching for a man to get off a wish. As one does.
Wow, it makes so much sense, and it's so obvious, said Shadow to Tails with a big-eye face. I can't believe I did not think of it first. Maybe I'm so dark that it's hard to see sometimes. Ha ha. Shadow laughed, and blackbirds flew above the house outside like planes running up high with invisible legs. Cool.
Yeah, but now we have to use them. We have to bring Sonic back to life,
Tails screamed at Shadow. But first, we should get Amy, because she is Sonic's girlfriend, and should be there if we're gonna bring him back from hell.
Why was Sonic in hell?
Shouted Shadow in an idea way. Tails and Shadow held hands and ran out of the window, and then Tails flew with him, with his flying tails, to Sonic's house, where everyone was. Tails and Shadow got there and slammed the door open like a football team, making a slammer's noise. I don't know what that means, but okay. They went and found Sonic's mom, who said Amy was in the other room, and Tails and Shadow went to the other room and opened that door too. Amy was inside the room, watching Rouge refill Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. using her whopping boobs. Okay. Rouge was wearing an itty-bitty tiny baby bra that was so small she got it from Gymboree, and her boobs were super big, like a couple of planets that were pretty much breaking the bra at this point, because they're so big. It's a rumor about town that you can see Rouge's boobs from space. Cool.
Rouge, your boobies are out again!
What are you doing? Said Tails to Rouge, and then Rouge and Amy looked at him. Tails, I am feeding Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. from my boobs. It is natural and healthy to do this, said Rouge. Rouge's boobs were so big that it was like Tails and Shadow could not almost fit into the room with her. They were all watching the video of Knuckles and Knuckles Jr., the baby, kissing that Sonic had made for them to inspire the kissing powers. Watching it made Rouge make more boob food. Boob food is what I'm going to call my other band.
And I am watching this so I can know how to do it one day,
said Amy, who still looked a little sad because Sonic died, but smiling.
Cool,
said Tails. Can I try? Tails and Shadow went over to Rouge's boobs, but by the time they got over there, this happened. Oh no, they're empty, sorry, said Rouge to Tails and Shadow. It's supposed to be for babies most of the time anyway, or if you are in love. Oh man, yelled Shadow to the clouds.
Next time,
said Tails, winking at Rouge and her illegally sized boobs.
Anyway, we are going to go bring Sonic back to life. Come on! What? No, not again, you beguilers.
How does he know so many words and also not so many words? Amy screamed and almost punched one of them in the face before doing another disrespect to Sonic's dead version. Listen, woman of the night, said Shadow in a disrespecting way. We are for real this time. Something was messed up, and it was all Cream's fault. Or maybe even yours if you go back far enough in the way that everything happened in the world. Let's go! I don't know, said Rouge. You were an idiot ass last time at the funerella. No. Listen to them, said Knuckles Jr. to Rouge, who was cool, not a nerd. Go. God, that baby is a genius, said Shadow, knowing that he was right, and they should go with them. Tails was the smartest. Okay, said Amy, and they all put their things into bags and left. Knuckles, who was now a baby, made sure to put his camera close with him. Then they told everyone else in the house who was there from the funeral, which was all the important people that you know, and then they ran faster than a boulder to high school, to where Sonic's funeral was, and where he was put in the ground, but not covered up yet, because they did not get to start, because the funeral was only a few hours ago, and they didn't have to do it right away, because it was the safest neighborhood, not like the city, where Sonic's body would have gotten stolen and sold for drugs and motorcycles. Don't sell people's mortal remains for drugs and motorcycles, everybody. That's a lesson. Everyone ran just so fast to the funeral spot at the high school. And when he got there was Sonic's coffin in the hole.
Here we are, at the funeral spot now,
said Tails, to everyone, of course.
We gotta get it out, but how?
Screamed Amy, and started to cry like a girl tea kettle.
What? God damn it, Amy, said Tails in a mad serious voice. Stop acting like a children.
Tails thought Amy was being a kraken of drama just because Sonic was dead.
A kraken of drama. What we need to do is figure out, using our brains,
O-U-apostrophe-R,
how to get Sonic out of this hole.
Tails rubbed his chin with his smart hands and tried to get his genius brain running like the engine of 10 red cars. Excuse me, let me get through, please, said a big
"Oh no"
voice from the back of the group of people standing around Sonic's hole. Oh my.
Ah, the lunch lady,
shouted Tails in a happy way. Hello, children, said the lunch lady, who was also at Sonic's funeral and at Sonic's house after the funeral. The lunch lady was very big and tall and went into Sonic's hole. Oh dear. And tossed the coffin right out on the ground next to it. There you go, said the lunch lady with a face full of smiles. She was deaf too.
Cool, said Tails. Thanks. Shadow, where are you?
Shadow came in from the backer area where it was dark under a tree because Shadow was the darkest person. Everyone knew. Here I am, Tails, and here are my jewels, said Shadow as he grabbed his sack. Oh my. Ready?
Here goes nothing,
yelled Tails like a like a gay little boy. Don't you just hate when people say that?
Then why did you say it?
Shadow grabbed his jewels and made sure all 7 of them were there, and they were there. He was so nervous because if this did not work, they would surely put him under a citizen's arrest for being a public ass. If he did not do this right, he would die, and Tails would too, now, because he was doing it with him, and they would throw rocks at them. Using these Ultra Chaos Emeralds, said Shadow, I wish up out the gods to grant my wish that you can bring back Sonic up to normal healthy life. The bag glowed a whole lot and made screamy noises, and a big stick of light came down from the sky and hit the bag, and all of the Ultra Chaos Emeralds started to go crazy. They were making sounds like frogs and trains and horses and hitting into each other and shooting out lights and basically being the circus. Shadow and Tails were squinty with their eyes, like the... I'm not fucking saying that.
Wow, screamed Amy.
Oh my god, screamed Rouge. Cool, screamed Espio. What? Screamed Knuckles. A miracle, screamed Knuckles Jr. Just then, Cream got there from being unconscious ice at her house and screamed,
No way!
Whoa, said Silver. Oh wow, very impressive, said Sonic's really Chinese doctor, in a less loud way, and the lunch lady said something too, and so did Sonic's mom and Miss Lesson, and everything in the world just became super bright, and no one could see anything for a moment, and they could not hear, and they noticed that either, because there was a ringing sound in their ears. It was so crazy, like being inside of a marshmallow filled with ringing sounds. As one does. Then everyone peeked out behind their hands at where they were looking, and all the Ultra Chaos Emeralds were gone, and Sonic's coffin was open, and look! There was Sonic! Sonic was standing on his coffin where he was inside, and he was on top of it, smiling, and not black anymore, but regular old blue Sonic. Yes, it really happened!
Hey guys, what did I miss?
Shouted Sonic in his regular old cool way.
Sonic!
Everybody screams this at once, but I'm not doing the voice slayer thing because I literally don't know who all's here. Screamed everyone at the same time because they were all there and heard and saw him together, so it's just natural. And they all ran at him, and he went down from the coffin, and everyone was hugging, and it was so beautiful to see.
I heard Eggman was laughing at my funeral. What an ass,
said Sonic, and laughed because he was the most living person ever now.
Wow, Sonic, you were alive, said Tails to Sonic. You bet, said Sonic, and high-fived him, which is already after they hugged, because they are best friends, but Sonic hugged everyone else too.
Wow, Sonic, you really are the fastest, said Knuckles Jr. You came back to life in 2 days. You beat the world record for fastest coming back to life, because it took Jesus 3 days. Knuckles Jr. was right. Sonic was the fastest, and now it proved it completely.
Sonic, I miss you. I forgive you,
shouted Amy, crying and happy. Amy cried so much. She was such a loser about emotions.
Amy, I was thinking a lot about you when I was dead.
said Sonic before typical gay girl Amy cut him off in a rude way.
It doesn't matter, Sonic. I want to become true boyfriend and girlfriend with you now,
screamed Amy, and did a holding on Sonic's hands. Sonic looked surprised.
Now? Right now?
said Sonic with a questioned voice.
Yeah, right now, yelled Amy. Let them watch. This is true love.
Then Amy leaped out of her clothing, except her underwears, like a horse jumping out of a plane. What? And landed in front of Sonic's body, ready for his grand genitals. And Sonic already had all of his clothes off by the time she started to jump, because he is the fastest.
Yeah, sex!
shouted Sonic. And he finally revealed his penis. His penis instantly grew to dangerous levels. He swinged it around, and everyone had to duck or jump over it. Sonic's penis was just the biggest penis anyone has ever seen. It was like he had the... It was like... I can't say that. That's too fucked up. His balls were super big, too. Like beanbag chairs full of olives. Yes, my measurements were correct, said Sonic's extra Chinese doctor. His penis and balls are definitely the biggest available. Amy was so filled with sex and arousing that her boobs were rock hard. She opened up her legs and was still wearing a panty, but her vagina was hard too, like a trapdoor to the love basement. Sonic did not care. He shot his incredible penis right into her vagina through her girl clothing, and she felt his love immediately. His penis was ice cold, and it was so big that it made her body... that it made it up into her body and into her mouth, and she could taste it, and it tasted like money and ice cream. What the fuck?
I love you,
screamed Sonic, ramming his penis in and out of her body like a drain cleaner.
I love you too,
screamed Amy, trying to make words while Sonic's penis rearranged her internal organs. Sonic took his penis out and beat her boobies back and forth with it, and she loved it. Sonic's pensy was so strong that it made her roll back and forth, and by now she was so in love that her vagina was shooting whipped cream.
What? Wait for me, shouted Sonic, laughing like a millionaire.
Sonic did legendary sex moves to Amy, like picking her up with his penis and doing tricks and brushing her teeth with his penis and letting her walk on it like a tightrope walker, but with his penis. He would put Amy and him into his coffin and wiggled his penis back and forth in her vagina while in the coffin, like a beef slinky. Beef Slinky is going to be my new alias. Sonic's penis was so big and long and wide that you could fit families inside of it. If you think you have seen a bigger penis, you have not, because Sonic was in love now. Amy's vagina was breathing hard and reaching out for Sonic's penis, and soon he put it back into her vagina and decided to do a final systems check before taking off into the semen sphere. Oh my god! Sonic grabbed his balls and held them back against his body and ran into Amy with his penis, and his penis immediately flooded her vagina with his fresh and creamy s'mores. He shot so much semen into Amy that it was coming out of her ears. Eventually he took his penis out and shot more out, like bullets. He even shot one into the sky. That night someone noticed Venus was about 10 feet to the right of where it should have been. That is because Sonic's semen bullet hit it. What the fuck?
Sonic! Screamed Amy. Marry me! Sonic kneeled up from the ground, holding a big ring like the one she wore in front of her face. Sonic looked at it and smiled and shoved his show-stopping penis right through the ring and into her mouth, and she yelled in a passionate sound, and Sonic said, I will marry you! And Amy drank all of the semen that she could and grew an inch in height from it. Then Amy took out the real rings that she and Sonic, and they put them on so they could get married. Wow, you just had sex, screamed Tails. You just became true boyfriend and girlfriend. Congratulations, Sonic and Amy. Wow, said Espio, and I thought I was a sex professional. I am seeing true love, shouted Rouge. Everyone laughed and cheered as Sonic and Amy finished doing sex and kissed on each other's penises and vaginas and balls one more time for good luck. Then they put their clothes back on that Silver had folded and put in piles because he was just a really nice guy. Hey, shouted Knuckles. Thanks, I got my story now. Knuckles waved a bunch of pictures of Sonic and Amy having sex in the high school garden area and the article that he just wrote attached to it. Cool, I am happy I did help you, said Sonic, winking, still feeling like Super Sex Sonic. What the fuck? Yes, that is wonderful, said a big voice behind them in an important way. Hello, I am the principal of the high school. Wow, the president? Wait. No, he said principal. Okay. Shouted Sonic. Seeing the principal was like seeing a celebrity because he only came out one day every year. Yes, Sonic, you are the best. He is, said Amy to the principal. We just had sex right here, and he is my true boyfriend now. The principal laughed and smiled. Wait just a minute, yelled Sonic to the principal. I'm the best at some things, but everyone here is the best at some things. Amy is the best at being nice and having emotions. Tails is the best at being super smart and flying. Shadow is the best at doing crimes and driving and being dark, but also being nice, so he is the best at being two things at the same time. Espio is the best at jumping and getting teenage women. Okay. Rouge is the best at seducing and being in love and a mom. Knuckles is the best at doing high school while still being a baby, and he was the best at fighting before becoming a baby. Knuckles Jr. is the best at being psychic and being cool while still being a baby. Cream is the best at being happy and kinda smart. Silver is the best at acting and being nice and normal and cool. The Lunch Lady is the best at making people happy and being strong. The Chinese doctor, he still doesn't have a name, is the best at all medical things and Asian abilities. What does that mean? Sonic's mom is the best at cooking and cleaning. Miss Celeste is the best at teaching and being a nurse. Vector was the best at biting and making people mad, and Charmy was the best at dancing and singing, but they are dead. I am the best at being fast, being moral, relieving others, and most other things. Yeah, said everyone else together to save time. I'm not doing the thing. Patting each other's backs and laughing and smiling and cheering because they were all the best in some way. I guess that is true, said the principal. I really want to thank you, though, Sonic. You really have the best morals. Everyone needs to learn from you about what high school is really all about. It's not about drama, and being mean, and being crazy, and getting mad or sad or making other people mad and sad. High school is about falling in love, and getting married, and maybe having kids. High school? Really? Thank you, Sonic, for showing everyone this. Also, Knuckles, I'm very impressed with your story, even though you were just a baby, and you passed this year of high school, and do not have to go back to the start and pay thousands of dollars in fees and charges. Knuckles cheered and hurrahed like a baby, and the principal shook Sonic's hand and could not help but look at how big Sonic's penis was, even when it was not out. Hey, said Tails to Sonic and everyone. Today is the last day of school. It is summer now. Yeah, cool, great, shouted everyone together at the same time. Good, said the principal to everyone, then to Sonic. Now I can do what I want to do, and that is rename the high school in your honor. The whole group of everyone laughed and smiled and walked away towards the sun, ready to go have summer before they would have to return to the new Sonic High School. The end. Author's note. Wow. I am so sad, but kind of filled with relief that this is the end of Sonic High School. I got sad at the end, and I wanted to make sure that it came out just right.
I hope you all enjoyed this story as much as it was that I did writing this story. If you have any ideas for another shorter fanfiction you want me to do, send it to me in a message, and maybe I can do it in the future, but I need to take a break for now. If you just want to talk, you can send me a message, because it'll send me an email that says you sent me a message, so I will always know where you are. Please tell all your friends about this story, and spread it on the internet, so everyone reads it and becomes even more a worldwide pheromone. Thank you. Well, that certainly was a worldwide pheromone, everybody. I don't know what else to say. We've done it. This is it. This is the end of Sonic High School. It was a ride back in the day, and it's still a ride today. It was quite a magical experience. I don't even know what to say. I hope you all enjoyed this series as much as I enjoyed making it. It was amazing to relive this, to see all the crazy things again. So, that being said, this is the end of this episode. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. I have a Ko-Fi and a merch store. You can check out both of those. Helps out the channel. It's really supportive. There's a live stream every Saturday. And if you'd like to send me weird things that you think I should read on this channel, r/Moonhorse Stories. You can check it out. There's also a Discord server. The links to all those things and more are below this and every video. I love you all so very, very much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.